The 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
That's our own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready? Line 7. Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, orbit. Line 7. Get it.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
On the ready. Check, 59, 59. Stop your whining. Hatchet, hatchet. Big air, big air, big air. Ready, go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert 3, alert 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 13 yards, first down Packers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
50 play.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. That one good for 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Choose the right.
Look at me, zipper.
Second and 5. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 21-0 our score after 1.
6-6, pull it high.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll drop the throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You feel okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
good. I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Safety's creeping. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 18 David. Decon, 135.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guy.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
25, check 25, 80 weapon.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
70, Indy.
Check. Lucky.
Protein spill.
First down, a run with Cohen. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on first down. Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down. 2nd and 14. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, set. 53 is the mic. Oh, lock it. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Ready, go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
8-3. 53. Mike, 53.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Why? Who? 53 is the mic. 53. Check general. West.
Stay with your man.
Watch the safety creep. Why? Switch, switch, switch. Check 24. Check 24. Check. Stand, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Shoot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to let it go again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
You got tight.
Smooth.
Tight right there.
Mike 2. Mike 2.
Coming.
5.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Big hit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the out. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Watch it.
2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Here we go.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still play.
Back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
H3, 218, chopper, chopper.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go play action here on first down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They try again with Cohen. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They run. This is Cohen. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Watch the twist.
Again, it's Cohen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now in this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 9 now. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Back to throw now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun to give to Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This is Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Here we go.
They'll go again to Jones. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2nd and 11. Over the middle, it's complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2nd and 1. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Desmond King picks it. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's coming, double up.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Hey. Watch two. Go.
They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill. Look at me. Go. Big grip.
This is Cohen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. He'll look to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they try the right side here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have you guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep, man. Yeah. 5.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Go. Watch two. Here we go. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I got you, son. 80 weapon. Check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Packers, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,